Hello, hello.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a fifth grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need: Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Hola a todos, muy buenos días, sean bienvenidos a la fecha 2, carrera 1 de nuestra Copa F4 traída hasta ustedes por SimRace City aquí en GT Champions. El día de hoy estamos desde el Indianapolis Motor Speedway en este templo de la velocidad para este segundo evento de nuestra competencia entre F4, así que sean bienvenidos, suscríbanse, denle like.
Auch von mir herzlich willkommen zur zweiten Runde des GT Champions SimRace City F4 Cup. Am heutigen Renntag werden wir die Fahrer zuerst über die Straßen von Indianapolis Motor Speedway jagen sehen und direkt danach geht es zum Long Beach Street Circuit in Kalifornien. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß, lasst gerne ein Like und ein Abo da.
Welcome everybody to GT Champions, and we are here for the SimRace City F4 Cup. It is race number 2, round number 2. Races 1 and 2, we are going to be at the Indianapolis Road Course in beautiful Long Beach, California, right near the ocean. We're also going to be at Indianapolis Road Course. I said that all wrong. Indianapolis out in Indiana. And we'll be at Long Beach for the second race, 2 25-minute sprints. Happy to have you here. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And just for our producer, just to let him know that we have some messages for him in our little chat, just so he is knowing what's going on. We're going to be spending a little bit of time here doing some racing. We're running in the Indianapolis road course for the first round. And folks, this is a long track, 2.5 miles basically of a couple long straights out on the speedway side of things. And then we have a bunch of tight corners. So far from practice, we've lurked. That's right. We're lurking. We're watching. We're seeing everything. Turn 2 seems to be a spot where we're going to find a lot of people getting caught out. It's a little slidey in there, a little too hot on the throttle. We'll see how it goes. But Kyle Kirkwood set a 131 here back in 2017. I can't remember when the last time they ran an F4 race at this track. I should have looked that up, folks. I apologize for that. But anyway, so we're out in Indiana. This is where they hold the famous Indianapolis 500, of course, but we're going to be on the road course portion of the track this week. So super fun. And the drivers will get to come back to this track for the very last race in the very last round. Last race. The very last 25-minute race that we do will be at this track again. So they will have a chance to get things sorted out and to have a chance to win it again. So that's going to be a lot of awesome. Here is the F4 car they are driving, folks. It looks like it's going to be 3,000 miles an hour, but it really isn't. It does not get to that kind of speed here. It's only got a 2-liter inline 4, and I say only, but it's only got 160 horsepower. But I think the car only weighs about what, 1,000 pounds, maybe. I don't even think it's that much. I think it's like 1,300 pounds. Yeah, it's about 1,300 pounds. The inline 4, they got 6-speed transmission in there. It's such a fun car to drive. I have a blast on it. Pretty much everybody has a good time with it. High downforce cars are fun because you feel invincible in them. Like you can drive them anywhere you want to go. So anyway, those setups for those cars are brought to us by Marconi Setup Shop. So thank you, Mr. Marconi, for all of that. And here's our crew today. That's me with Mr. Rosy Cheeks. That's Chris. I'll be doing the play-by-play, race direction. And of course, Fry's here, buddy. What's up, man?
As always, got up early to check out the noon rise, so made it on time.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then, of course, we got Till. He's our live race steward in a more relaxed Till this weekend, folks. He's going to be hanging out with us.
Chill Till.
What's that? Oh, Chill Till. Nice. Okay. You need to put like a little snow cap on him with like some icicles hanging on it. So he's going to hang out. He'll probably look at just some of the bigger things that are going on out there. But we came to the realization with such a short race and so many cars, really hard to keep an eye on all of it. So he's gonna cherry pick the ones that he can see quickly and do something with. Entirely up to him. So be nice, guys. Till's watching. Then of course Pix doing all the graphics design, production, and all our camera work today. Thank you, Pix, for all you do. And Eton, I swear one day we're gonna get him in here. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but we'll get him in here one of these days. Anyway, so we're the crew taking care of the Sim Race City F4 Cup broadcast for you today. So thanks for stopping by. Wow, I want that. Little sneak preview of something, maybe. Anyway, all right, look at that track. All the windy bits. It's a lot of fun. That big windy loop there in the top middle of your screen, the big horseshoe, that one's not going to be there. So they'll be driving around past that one. simracecity.com. Go check them out and give them some support. They have a lot of really cool gear. You can see they started this company out in 2020, right after COVID started, which is when we started, and a whole lot of sim racing stuff got going. That is for dang sure. That was really a big boon for sim racing. I know that sounds terrible to say because it was a worldwide pandemic, but like everybody was stuck at home, and it was really a fantastic opportunity for companies to come out and say, hey, let's support all these people that are stuck at home and need people to talk to, keep your mental health going. And
not to mention there were no sports in the world, so we created our own sports.
We did. We created our own sports to watch. That is for sure. The it's weird to say it, like the mental health portion of the people in our communities is pretty important to us, you know, giving people a place to talk and all that kind of stuff. And why we picked the most stressful sim sport you can have to help us with mental awareness. I always kind of look back at them like, sometimes people get angry and mad. Anyway, oh, look at that. There's our results from last week. And you know what, Fry, what you want to take over from there? I'm gonna go do a driver's meeting with the folks and
I can do that.
tell them stuff. So I'll be back, folks.
So,
Now, folks,
so,
Fry the guy.
right, really? So Solo is gonna lead us is that round 2, race 2? That's the results. So Solo with the victory, O'Shea in second. Oh, okay, that's the grid. All right, so you have me confused. It says round 2, race 2. All right, so Solo's gonna lead us away. O'Shea is gonna be in second. Duno will be in third place. Stitchberry up in fourth. Cook in fifth. Jacinto in sixth, Patrick Rich in seventh, Steven Saunders in eighth, Dan Spritt in ninth, Balkas in 10th, Jordan Navarro in 11th, and Alan Leifker. I'm going to get his name right one of these days, and that is the man of the hour for Sim Race City. I think he's still on that template with the starting in the back and showing his sandbagging skills. And they are away. We are quickly going to green this time. Sorry if we didn't get through everybody at the grid. Little trouble in the back. Looks like Solo is going to lead the way into turn 1. O'Shea on the outside. It looks like they kind of swapped at the start. Everybody be careful into turn 1. Trouble already. That's not good. That's not good. And once, he is still getting hit. And once they get locked together, you can't get off. Stuck together. O'Shea out front with Solo in second, Stitchberry in third, Duno in fourth, Jacinto in fifth, Focus in sixth, Patrick Rich in seventh, Steven Saunders eighth, Biccanini in ninth. Big jump for him and Jordan Navarro and Escott right at the start. They all started in the back, but with that little melee, they've already gained a few spots. So quickly moving their way to the front. O'Shea still leading the way with Solo behind him. So a little change at the front for these guys will start to kind of settle down, kind of get in line, get their rhythm going, start to get moving as we move around in the first lap of the race. So a little bit crazy of a start to try to keep up with all the action all at one time. Looks like this is the corner that it bothers me. It is so tight. And it seems like you're getting ready to make another corner, and it's that place where you forget that you have to make a right. Got a couple guys already going in the pits. Bocas in the pits already might have some damage.
I think he was involved in that first little incident and was bouncing around on top of another car. So that would be probably why.
More than likely, we have had a little bit of a chaotic start.
Here we go for an overtake. I like it. Billy on who? Is that on Escott? Or is that on? Yeah, it is.
Oh, another car around.
I realized I went in there to try to do the broadcast. I was like, this is a grid start. So I shut my mic off. I came back. I was like, I don't want to script their grid start. Forgot about that. Look at that. Kyle. I want to call him Kyle. Kostek. He's keeping up with Rory. He's not far behind.
Yeah, we're going to have to create a few nicknames here for a few drivers. As we know, I love to butcher names left and right, so we will do our best. I speak a certain type of English.
Well, so far the front of the pack seems to be like the top 8 have kind of got themselves all kind of situated, and now they're just trying to build their gaps. Look at that, Steven Saunders up in 7th. I'm loving that. He has some of the. Oh no, who was that? Oh, Billy. Bye, Billy. Oi. Frank Nunzio, who's new here, he's moved up into where did he go? I thought I just saw him. Yeah, he's in 12th. Oh, here we go. Kostek. trying to get around, trying to keep his spot. Oof. He was right behind Rory for a minute, and something happened to him. He's trying to get his way back up there.
So Stitchberry's moved up about 4 spots. Tolo looks like he's moved down a couple of spots. So a couple guys moving up and down in the start, and a trouble again. Nunzio this time.
Oh, yep, Nunzio. This is his first race with us.
In the first 4 minutes, we've had at least 6 cars crash.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. What a move. Jacinto just sent it up the inside, and Kostek was just mindful enough to give him 6 inches of space between his front wing. I'll say words. I'll get the words out, folks.
I'm the one that speaks English. Okay.
I speak Washingtonian. I think that's actually
Frontflügel.
We'll call it mountain speak.
There you go.
In the right time zone.
Just use the German word.
Patrick Rich right behind them. Look at that. Or is that Steven? Oh, that's Patrick Rich. Steven's right behind him. Okay. Oh, these guys are having a little spicy battle here. I like this.
Hugging that wall all the way down the straightaway. That was hilarious.
Oh, look at Kostek gets on the outside. Ooh, wow. I thought Patrick Rich was going to try to follow him through. These cars are so much fun. They're so grippy. They're very oversteery cars, too. Like, you got to be careful because that back end will come around on you. And, oh, no. With fixed setups, I don't even think that you can adjust the brake bias or traction control. So everyone's in the same boat. Grass. Is it Ewan? Is that how we said it? I forget. How did we?
It's
closer than Lewin.
It's pronounced Stitchberry.
What's that?
It's pronounced Stitchberry.
Nice. Oh. All right, so Rory's up there. Rory now with a 6-second gap. Standard Rory shenanigans. And so the real battle is happening right here for P2 and 3. I mean, these guys are on top of each other.
You know, not to play devil's advocate, but we did see last night in a race where a guy went out front. He was all by himself. It was all good. One car had a mistake, and then that cost him the race. So even though we see O'Shea getting out front by a good gap, anything can happen in a race. And we still have a very long way to go.
Yeah, and this road course is, this thing is a lot of fun. It's a lot harder in a GT style car. These cars have a lot more grip, so you can really just keep the throttle in it as you're going through some of the corners. But when these cars get to slow speeds, which there are, 2 or 3 really slow corners here, like this one, or not this one, but this one right here, this right and then left. These cars don't have all their downforce working for them. And so the cars get really slidey. You can even see that while we're watching here. You can see that the back end wants to come out on him because it's not getting any, downforce on it. But
of course they're not mashing the gas, trying to get the power down at any turn. That one right there, that curb can probably kick you out. People like to use that as a good passing spot, so that doesn't tend to work out too much. That's, to me, that's trouble
for me. No, he's like, oh, I want to go backwards in the pits. Hang on, I'm gonna just go this way. No, oof. That's a very Red Bull-esque, like AlphaTauri like style color livery for me. I'm not sure why I see that, but that's what I see.
I'll give him 3 style points for that one.
Style points for the rotation. It was great rotation.
Great rotation. And that's what's important, in a spin. You got to have good rotation.
Look at this. So there is Kostek. Oh no, I'm sorry. Solo, Jacinto right behind him. Like that's half a second. That is nothing. And right behind them is Patrick Rich, and then back there you'll see Saunders and Jordan Navarro. So we got a lot of drivers. Once they get that clear air, they can kind of start getting comfortable and turning the laps. The problem is these are only 25-minute races, so you can't get that comfortable.
Well, hey, I mean, Jordan started back in, I believe, 12th, and he has already made his way all the way up to 7th, so he's gained about 5 or 6 positions already.
Nice.
A little trouble from other drivers, a little trouble at the start, but that when you benefit from it, man, it really comes in handy. I like the livery on his car.
His livery's pretty cool. I know the guy that made it, and it could be better. It could be better.
I mean, I do have some experience in making liveries. I could give you a hand.
And if you look at the car right in front of him, that is a livery, and it happens to be running the sponsor logos there. See, look at that, Sim Race City right there on the side pod of the car. That's Rory O'Shea, High Pre driver. High Pre and Sim Race City have been together for a long time, huh, Pix?
Yep, we're proud to have them.
Yep. And so there's 2 of them out there. There's the other one. That's Steven Sanders. So these 2 guys are entirely different.
There's Steven. He moved his camera again.
He did. Now we get to see his cool little.
He moves that camera every time. Hi,
don't you look up here. You get back to the street. Get back. Eyes on the course, man. Eyes on the course.
He's on the straightaway. He's got time.
He is our. I was telling somebody about this the other day. Is it Jeremy Cook? What was the guy's name in the EV the NV Kronk? Joseph Kronk.
Yep.
Steven Saunders is our Joseph Kronk, except he when I say that, I'm like, Steven Saunders is a good driver and he can get out there, but he unfortunately is like a magnet for bad drivers that run into him. Right. And but when he's left alone like he is now, he's doing really good. He's running up in the top 10, almost in the top 5. So he's getting what we know he can do. Ooh, that's close. Hey, stay out of there. What is it? Hey, don't touch me there. This is my nose hair. Oh, that was close.
At this Calamity corner, 3 wide behind him. So 1 without a wing. 2 without a wing. How is he driving around without a wing?
It's really easy to drive around without a ring. It's just hard to turn.
Right.
You can go straight.
No, don't touch me there. This is my no square.
No.
That was not me.
Who found that? Who found that?
Me.
That's me.
Not me.
It was me.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. He's gonna feel it right about here. Oh, holy crap.
I mean, you gotta go in the pits.
Jeremy, do you know what? He might not even know it's gone. Oh, there he knows.
Now he knows.
Now he knows. Wow. That's,
that could be a new series, wingless F4 cars.
No front wing, no rear wing. You're just a pod running around on 4 tires.
On dirt.
Yeah. We'll get Makoni setup shops to give us some nice setups for it. Definitely, you want to see some drivers being very careful going down some straightaways and into some corners. That'll change the playing field.
Now, who is? Oh, this is Andre Duna. Okay, he's one. He and Kostek are the ones that are from that country that I named last time that I can't remember now. All of a sudden, I looked him up, and then I lost it. I don't know why. Is it?
It's Central Eastern Europe.
He's from Romania, Andre.
Oh, wow.
They're from Romania. These are the first Romanian drivers that we've had in any of our events.
Yeah. Always nice to have people from abroad. We do love to send things abroad and overseas. So, we definitely want to get more, geographical drivers.
Yep. Oh my goodness. We actually have 11 countries represented right now on track.
Awesome.
Yep. When you run events at this time zone in the United States, it's when you can get people over in Till's part of the world that can actually participate because let's see, what is it? It's got to be like 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock at night or something like that over there for you, Till. It's the perfect time.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Yeah, dinner time racing. See, more people in Germany and in Europe out in that area, they need to be tuning in and watching our broadcasts and you know, I guess we just.
No.
Was that Vincent? That was Sean
That was
Vincent.
Vincent has gone around.
Hicks, is that the same Sean Vincent I remember from when we were doing the NASCAR truck broadcasts?
Yes, I think he is. Yeah.
I think it's the same guy, right? That might be. That might be. All right. You didn't get to hear Pix because he was talking bad about all of you.
No,
just kidding.
no. I can.
I'm just teasing.
I could do that with my mic open, but I don't have anything bad to say about anybody.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
He did it to me last night. He turned his mic off and refused to talk to me for like 10 minutes. So I was.
Oh yeah, I gave him the ice rule, or how do you call it? Yeah.
I was throwing rhetorical questions out there like there was no tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
funny. I still have to go back and watch. So last night was round 2 of the NV Sim Sports GT3 Sprint Series, right? When we did the broadcast for them. Was it round 2 or 3 last night?
Round 2.
Round 2. Where was it at?
Sebring.
Oh, Sebring. I love that track. I love that track.
It was a great
I'm going to go
race.
back and watch that one.
And a few people might have opinions.
Yeah, don't ruin it for me. I'm gonna try to watch that this weekend.
Oh, I mean about the track. I don't mean about the racing.
I have seen so many oddball incidents happen at Sebring with and most of them have been involved with teammates. Like you're like, what happened?
Well, my friend, you definitely are gonna want to check that out at GT Champions YouTube.
Yep. I mean here, where we are now. Oh yeah, so people that are watching this, they could probably go back and watch all the other ones that we ever do, and then they can like, subscribe, and heck, they can even hit that little bell that's in there, and then whenever we go live, it like pings their phone, it says, "Hey, your favorite race crew and broadcast team are going." I need a second bell that says, like the B group guys, so when it's just Fry by himself. So people can be like, I don't want to hear him with just him. No, I'm kidding.
We're going to have a like competition. So
there you go. Oh, the commentator of the day award goes to.
There you go.
And then we're going to be surprised when it's Till.
Anything.
Till.
We just like the No Square song. Play it again, Till.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I was just, never mind. All right. These two guys right here, we're 16 minutes in, 16 and a half minutes in. There's 9.5 minutes left, and these guys have not stopped. Duna, Solo, Jacinto, like, look at these guys. And look, Patrick Rich is right near there, too. He's right on top of these guys also.
All that battling is allowing them to catch back up.
Yep.
Look how fast these cars are, because I don't know, like 120, 130, they have great downforce. But you take the downforce off and you see the back end just starts flipping around everywhere when they go through the slower corners. And that is not helping when you've got a guy doing left to right, just trying to get a good angle into every corner. That is a dirty visor on his helmet. To me, it's like one of those little screen things you can pull off.
Well, it does that, see? When it gets dirty, if you have there's an option in the sim where you can set it to do automatic window tear-offs, and in these cars, it can be done while the car is driving, so it'll just pull it off for you when it gets too dirty.
Now is that infinity, or do you only get a certain number of them?
No, you get plenty of them on the open wheel cars. On the GT cars, you don't get window tear-offs except during a pit stop. Because someone has to literally climb onto the car and pull it off of there, right?
I miss the old days of the can of spray and one guy over there with a rag just wiping it off.
And making it worse.
Yes, completely. Or you could only see out of the driver's side. The passenger was just completely black.
That's right. There's no passengers over there, so
Right. So they weren't worried about it, but still, it's like, well, if there's a guy on the outside, he can't see him.
I hope there was enough gas to get everybody through the race. That was a little bit of oversteer there. Good save.
I love that Jordan has his puppy there. I just love it.
Yeah, his little puppy dog up there on the top of the screen. His name is Coda with a K. And I was talking to him yesterday, and I was like, is that like Coda from like the movie Brother Bear, right? He was the little bear in that movie. And he's like, yeah, all of our animals that we've ever had have all been named after Disney animals. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that explains it. Oh, here we go. Cook and is that?
I think it stands for it.
That's Christoph. That's Christoph up there. Is that Sierra Brewery? Is that what's on the side of this?
Oh, a little bit of grass.
Yep, somebody's staying out of the way. This is a three-way battle for 14th place. And see, everywhere you can get battles in these cars. Oh, Fry, I didn't tell you. I'm so excited. You ready for this?
Yeah.
My oldest son, who doesn't live with me, he lives on his own out in Idaho. He has iRacing and a wheel, and he and I have been able to do some racing together. And he joined both the leagues, and he's on winter break now from college, and so he's like, I'm gonna race every single day. So he wanted to be part of this, and I'm like,
don't go 3-1. Don't go 3-1.
Oh,
Wow.
They said we don't care what you think, Fry. We're gonna do 3
you're
wide.
not making it through this one 3-1.
No, you are not.
Going to drop out. Outside car actually has more of the advantage, setting them up for the inside on the next corner.
Look at that.
And oh, but that's Bocas. So Bocas is going to take the lead out of our little three wide battle anyway into one turn, and now he's
not if the guy behind him can help it.
That draft is just monumental down that front straightaway. Of course, now you get to go into a giant heavy braking zone with all your downforce going bye-bye.
Look at that. Oh, and he leaves him plenty of room. Oh, and he goes too tight. Too tight. Michael Cook gets the move. Oh, so much fun these cars are. You know, Pix and I were talking about that. Oh, another SRC car. Oh, that's Alan. That's the HMFIC from SRC right there, simracecity.com. You know, I heard that phrase like forever ago when I was a kid, and for some reason it never leaves me. Although I don't tell my boss that. He wouldn't appreciate it. He's different. But that's nice. simracecity.com, people. You got to go check them out.
Chris, say passion performance podium in your radio voice. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, okay.
You jinxed him.
No!
It was you.
You jinxed him because I didn't say it right. Okay. me. Okay. Passion performance podium. Like that? Something like that? Okay.
Yes.
Don't ask me to do that again. I think I swallowed something. Oh. Yeah, these guys are pretty cool.
Passion in the title. So
Rory up there, 9 seconds ahead, not making any mistakes. Now, he's from Ireland, right? Or, yeah, he's from Ireland. I wonder how much it costs to send coins to Ireland.
You're about to find out.
I actually just yesterday I was able to, or maybe it was Thursday, I was finally able to get to the post office to get the coins sent out to Austria and Germany for the. Oh no, who was
Solo.
that?
Oh no, it wasn't Solo.
Oh yeah, that was Frank. Yikes.
Yeah. I think it was just a lap car, but when it happens right in front of the second and third place guy, that's not fun.
So interesting thing. Until maybe you can shed some light on it. You probably can't, but I'll ask because you never know what people know. So when you're shipping things to other countries, they ask, you have to tell them what's in the box, right, or in the package.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did the Austria one first, which went out to what's his name? Why can't I think of who the class winner was? Oh, it's in my head. But anyway, I was like, okay, well, let's go to, let's do it. And she goes through and she said, what is it? And I said, it's a collector's coin award for somebody. Oh, okay. And she puts it all in there and gets it all together. And, Florian Horvath, that's the name. I was like, I could not remember it. And so we do all that. Then we go to do the one for Elias, who won the Pro Series, and he's in Germany proper. And the they're like, we can't send this there. I'm like, what do you mean you can't send it there? You just sent this other one. Well, yeah, Germany won't let you send coins. I'm like, it's not a coin like currency. It's just like, a painted, metal thing. Like, it looks like a coin, but it's not. She goes, I know. And I showed her a picture of it. I even showed her the one I had in my pocket. And she's like, okay. And she's like, maybe we'll call it a toy. And it's something. And so she had to sneak around away at the post office to put what was in it that wasn't like a coin, because I guess they're worried about people sending actual like gold bullion or something like that.
You could have just put trophy.
We tried.
It wouldn't know if you did that.
Trophy was not an option. It was for who's that? Oh, I missed it on the screen. Oh, okay. So anyway, that was a fun story about. Now I have to come up with a good name to call it when I go and. Anyway. Oh, it is the white flag. So Rory's just taking the white flag. This will be it. All right.
Roy, who has now moved up to 10 seconds. Solo, Duna, Jacinto, and Patrick Rich, your top 5. Stitchberry, Saunders, and Navarro have all had a great run from the back all the way up to the front. No pits, no nothing.
Oh, there's the move!
Minutes.
Oh, too late! Oh, he went all the way off the track.
Here he comes back on.
Yeah, this battle for P2 is legit.
Off in front of him.
Who was that went off? That was Christoph.
I think one of our back runners.
Tacos, yeah. Oh, look at that. Kostek got the move in that first corner, and Andre was like, dang it, lay it on the brakes. He's going to have a lot of work to do. And it looks like Andre has Mate Jacinto. Are they teammates? The liveries look the same. The guy right behind him in 4th place. The cars look the same livery. Yeah, they are. They must be teammates. They probably are. Mateo's from one of those countries that has 2 looking flags on it.
We call that Central Eastern Europe.
Yep. Here comes the winner. Look at that. Rory O'Shea. 3 in a row. 3 of 3 gets them all done. Nice job. Congratulations, man. Woohoo! And Kostek is making it happen. It was really close all race long, but Kostek's going to come in P2. And Andre Duna is going to come home in the final podium spot. But Mateo and Patrick Rich, they get those other coveted spots, 4 and 5.
Battle for 5th and 6th.
Yep. And then Ewan beats Steven Saunders out by a little bit for 6th and 7th. Jordan Navarro comes home in 8th. There's Nicholas. Nicholas is there in 9th. But he has... Oh, that is a lapped car behind him, I think. Yep. Mr. Rodriguez will be the one coming home in 10th. Rafael Rodriguez. There he is. Always running those Brazilian colors. This is the battle.
On Sigmund.
And it's still, they got 2 more corners to go.
Yep, only a couple more chances.
Ooh,
and side by side, see if he can set him up, do the undercut.
Nope, 1 more. Cut him off at the pass. Don't give him. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, he's a little too close. Oh, did he turn him?
He touched him.
Turn him? Oh, boy.
A little
Billy. What were you doing?
Benson will.
Oof. I'm sure Billy will have something to say, or not Billy, but Sean will have something to say about that. He's already out of his car. Straight to the Discord he will go, I'm sure. Oh,
Can you imagine if
looking at that, we'll have to see. if there was contact, we'll swap their positions because we're not going to give Billy a position if he actually took the guy out. So
Rory O'Shea with the victory. Solo coming home in second. Duna in third. Jacinto in fourth. Patrick Richard top five. Stitchberry in sixth. Stephen Saunders in seventh. Jordan Navarro in eighth. Nicholas Gomez in ninth. And Rafael Rodriguez in 10th. Billy Sigmund in 11th. Sean Vincent 12th. Michael Cook in 13th. Alan Leafker in 14th. Where am I at? Bakos in 15th. Rick Javarka in 16th. Frank Nunzio in 17th. Dan Spritt, Jeremy Eastsky, and Michael Piccanini wrapping out your top 20. Bit of a rough day for them. And Rodney Felker also with a bit of a rough day. But these guys get another chance, another 25 minutes at a different track instead of the same track. Other series that we've ran, we used to do like these 20-minute races, and then you would just go do the same track again. And we always noticed that the second race would be a lot different. People would learn things and use that to those skills to try to win the second race. So these guys get to do that, except for they have to learn a whole new track again. So it's going to make things a little interesting.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna see if we can get Rory to come visit with us. He may be trying to get into the other session and start getting his practicing going, because the Long Beach lobby has opened up for the drivers to go practice. So if he doesn't show up, then
you don't need no practice.
This is Long Beach, man. Literally anything can happen at Long Beach because of. Oh, good. Rory says he's going to come join us. Let me just bring him in here. We'll just drag his 3 of 3 winning butt into the room. Let's go. Rory, nice job, dude. Again.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a little bit more hectic than last week. I think I was glad I got down to the first corner before the rest of them, especially Andre and Kostic, because 2 of them have very good pace.
Yeah. Oh, they had quite the battle between the 2 of them for the entirety of that race. Back and forth, back and forth. I don't think they were ever more than 3/4 of a second apart from each other. It was a pretty great race.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on the relative, and it seems like they're having a good battle, which, was good for me in the end, because they could have started catching up to me, I'd say, if they maybe had to work together a little bit more.
Yep. Well, it looked like you had a good time. Once you got about a second or so ahead, things got a little easier for you, get them out of that draft, and then you were able to just kind of move on. And I have a question. Do you have some kind of cheat code or some kind of software running that just makes your car stay where it's supposed to be? Because I don't think I ever saw you make a wrong move anywhere in there.
So I think it's just practice. I think practice makes perfect, really, and that coupled with the setup, which is pretty nice to drive, I think it's just the only way you'll be consistent is by just banging laps, lap after lap after lap in practice, really.
Nice. Yeah, that was a fun race. What do you like about the track? What's your favorite part?
I think it's about maybe what a lot of the IndyCar drivers say about it, that it's very kind of European, a lot of runoff areas. I suppose it probably suits me more to what I'd be kind of used to seeing and experience over here in Europe.
Yeah. So runoff. It's funny that you mentioned that, because you have plenty of that here. This very next round, you have very little of that. In fact, pretty much it's non-existent at Long Beach. There's a wall at every corner and every straight. So this might be your toughest race, because for the first 3 races, there's been a lot of room to maneuver. You've got Virginia. Did we do Sonoma already? I always forget what we did, but you had Virginia and Sonoma. They had really no walls except near pit lane. The rest of the track was pretty open. Indianapolis, obviously, all the grass everywhere. But now we're on a proper street circuit in Long Beach. How are you at that track?
Yeah, I think there's really no room for error with this one. I think I would be driving at about 75%, I'd say, the entire way around. So because obviously you can't win if you don't finish. So that's really the aim, really, is to finish more than anything.
Yep. Then I suggest getting that pole position, because that's going to be crucial to this race. Getting an overtake done in these cars on that track without touching a wall, really difficult to do.
And
Yeah, sure.
Alan would like Rory to start the next race with only 2 gallons of fuel, and he has to use that for the whole race.
Oh, and we decided that you're not allowed to have a rear wing either.
Yes, you have no wings on a car.
I did a little bit of that in practice, actually. It didn't go very well.
Well, somebody was doing it in the race, and we don't think they realized that back wing was missing, and then they went into a high-speed corner, and the whole car just whipped around on them. I think that's when they realized something's wrong with the car.
Yeah, that'll happen, all right, I think.
All right, well, we're gonna let you go get some practice done, and I imagine, and crossing my fingers, that we'll get to talk to you after the next race.
Yep, sounds good.
And good, congratulations, bud. See you in a while.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. So that was Rory, and that one was not as easy to get by, was it?
This is my no square.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. I had never heard that until about 2020, 2021. I think it was 2020. And I had my couple of my kids in high school. My nieces and nephews were in high school, and they came, and I remember my niece, she was singing this song, and because we were talking about a show that I love to watch called New Girl, if any of you have ever seen it. And there's this part where she's a school teacher, and she was teaching them about about inappropriate touching, and there was this little song and a dance and the crossing of her hands, and my niece says, "That's not how you do it," and then she did that thing, Till. I was like, that's creepy a little. Oh man. I never need breaks. I am like the bionic man of talking. To ask my wife. She'll tell you I never shut up. That's what makes me good at this job. We did have oh, stop it, you. The what was I gonna say? I was going to say that oh, go ahead. Yeah, you read my mind, man. So, Simray City, folks, you got to go check them out. They got a bunch of cool hardware there, sim rigs, wheels. It's all the Asetek. I keep wanting to say it's Asetek, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, but sometimes I say it wrong. And so you can get some of that hardware there. And Alan, who was in the race today, he's one of the drivers, and he is the guy that runs the show over there. So go check them out, because they got some pretty cool gear. They can help you get set up with the triple screens and the framing and everything. Someday when I find myself spending less time in the booth and more time on the track, which I don't foresee happening for quite a while, I'll go that route. I think it's going to have to be after I retire, when I can convince my wife that she's going to want me down here instead of hanging out with her all day. Right? So she'll be like, just go downstairs, do something, leave me alone. But anyway, I love the line at the very end, because big kids need toy stores too, and I love that. That's like so appropriate. So go check them out at simracecity.com, guys. They'll get you set up. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing next week. So we could talk about those guys too. You can bring that up later or now if you want picks. There we go. All right. So while we're staring at the folks getting some practice out at Long Beach, there is the NV Sim Sports calendar. There was the race last night at Sebring that our guy Fry did the commentary. I was at a church Christmas party cutting hams. 10 hams. 10. Anyway, that was
That's not what I told everyone.
What's that?
That's not what I told everyone. You'll have to listen to the stream to find out where you really were.
Oh no. Okay. I guess I have to go back and figure that one out. Anyway, we were at they were at Long Beach in the first round, and that was a fun race to watch. So folks, go back and watch that on the rewind and go check that out. That was a load of fun. And then last night was Sebring. This coming weekend they're going to be at Road America. That'll be a fun course in these cars. It's tight through there. A lot of good spots in there. A lot of these tracks will look familiar because we ran them in the International GT Series here. And the drivers loved them so much. Envy's like, okay, we'll just do those. and we're going to add a couple more. So it's a lot of fun. So they're going to hit Road America, and then starting in the new year, Virginia, then Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. That has a different name. Is that a French name of a person, right, for that track? Is it, or am I thinking of
Different track?
It's not Villeneuve. Okay, I was thinking maybe that's what that was. I'm wrong. Road Atlanta, and then they're going to finish up right here where we are. We were at Indianapolis. So a lot of fun, guys. Go check them out, and they still have some spots open. In fact, I know that Jordan, who was just racing in this last race we just did, he signed up for that, and a couple other guys. So they're getting quite the crew of drivers around. I think they probably have somewhere in almost 30 drivers, I bet, for next weekend's race. Although it is right before Christmas, so we don't know how many people are actually going to show up and who's in a town, who's out of town. But yeah, I'll tell you what.
And for people that's going to be home during that time, people that want to race, they have a one-off on on December 29th. It's
that's right. It's like a 3-hour endurance race or something.
1 hour, 60 minutes. So
1 hour. Okay.
So it's a one-off for anyone that wants to do a race. So check out their socials or their Discord, and we will repost that on our socials and Discord for everyone to see.
Do they have it on their SimGrid, or is it something separate?
Yes, it's on their SimGrid, but it's separate from the GT3 Sprint Series.
Right. And I just wondered if they would be able to find it there.
Yeah, and it's at Ohio.
Oh, the Mid-Ohio. That's a fun course. So, yeah, they'll be doing that. And you know what? I'm looking forward to January 3rd for all of us, because that's the weekend any racer that was getting anything spectacular for their sim rigs for Christmas will have them all hooked up already and tested. Everyone's going to bring their new toys. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, folks, we will be right back after a few words from our sponsors and partners, and we'll take a look at Long Beach.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at McConeySetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Soon, and we're excited to share that information. We just got to cross all the T's and dot all the I's to get it all right. So anyway, Virginia and Sonoma in the books. We're at race 2. We've done Indianapolis, and now it's time for Long Beach, arguably one of the best street circuits in the sim. There's a couple others, and there's some real world ones I would love to have here, but they're not here yet. So Long Beach it is, and Long Beach is really a cool place. If you've ever been down there and just drive kind of around those areas, and you can imagine the circuit if you know it in your head, right? You can imagine the circuit when you're looking at the buildings and you're going through the park and everything. It's a pretty cool place to be. But this track, whoo boy, I'll tell you what, that turn 1 way harder than it looks. Way harder. I mean, these cars have a lot of downforce, but they have zero, as Rory said, zero room for error, right? Yeah, that's going to be a thing. So anyway, and then next weekend, folks, when we come back, same time, same station, we'll be at Watkins Glen on the Cup Circuit course where they race the NASCAR Cup cars, the short version without the boot. We'll be racing that one. They're going to get the full course later on in January when we come back to that course. And then we're going to be at Laguna Seca. I'm going to tell you, these cars at Laguna are the stuff of dreams. The only thing that is going to catch drivers out is that corkscrew, because those cars are so close to the ground and there's very little room to get through there side by side with anybody. So it'll be very interesting to see them get that done. Anyway, the final turn at Long Beach, that image brings back memories of our races last weekend. A lot of cars getting caught up in that corner. You got to watch out for that. And Don, I don't know if you're watching, man, but thanks for all the work there at Origin Micro to be a sponsor. And just so you all know, we will be we have gotten all of the details together, and we will be sharing some information soon about an opportunity for you drivers and those of you just viewing to get a special deal from Origin Micro. So we're going to announce that soon, probably late Monday. So keep an eye out for that on our socials, because it's going to be cool. Anyway, check them out, originmicro.com. I just bought a bunch of stuff there this week. So, is that Rory? It is Rory. So, qualifying underway. We decided let's let them all qualify on their own in a lone qualifier. I do love the way that Envy is doing their AM and Pro qualifiers, so they're all on the track together, but they're doing like the AMs first, then the Pros after. Like I think that's pretty cool. But with open wheel cars like this, you really don't want to have two cars have to go around each other on a track during the qualifiers. So that's Caustic, right? I believe that's who that is. Yes, it is. Oh, almost
It
lost
would
it
make
there.
things a little more interesting.
And here's the final corner here. It's very tight and very slow. Wow. Yeah, so the setup for this car, this round, brought to us by Makoni Setup Shops. You saw their ad here shortly. This thing is set up for pretty high downforce because there's a lot of low-speed corners in this course. So it's really set up for all of those. It's not really set up for the long straights. It's set up mostly to handle things like this, keeping some of that downforce on the cars so they can make it through some of these corners. Ooh!
You don't get much force in a slow corner though. So we see the trying to put the power down with no downforce is not very fun.
Yep. Well, that's where the tire pressures come into play. So I know Makoni pays pretty great attention to the details of what's going to be. Oh, I think he cut the course there. Maybe he didn't, but looked like he cut that red line. If you see that, folks, I see that red line off to the left there. That's actually the track limit line. It's not the walls. Also, no! Oh, wow. He was doing good. Ugh, yuck.
Track limit.
That's the track limit. Yep, Till. Nice, Till. See, Till just sits there quietly. He just comes in with the good stuff. Showing us the goods. Nice job, dude. Oh, no, not again. Oh, good save. Good save.
And by the way, they are qualifying, so it's not just practice. So that's kind of detrimental if you just messed up. And they can just fast repair. Are they like done for qualifying?
No, they can go in and get a new car. But if they've already completed one lap, then they only get one more to do it with.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was gonna say you still got the out lap, then you got another fast lap. So you're, depending on when you wreck, you're not really gonna have time to get a good lap in. So yeah, I mean, detrimental, you know.
Yep. And the way Makoni had these set up, when I was looking at the setups, is for this track, they had in the qualifying trim had higher tire pressures than the race setup, because you want to have that tire pressure up immediately. Whereas in a race, you want to build that tire pressure up, but you don't want it to get too high because you got to keep it going for 25 minutes. But here they only need to get a couple laps in, so tire pressures were up to help the cars warm up a little bit better, which means they have a little bit more grip for their couple of laps than they do for the first few laps of the actual race. So yeah, it's a pretty great setup. I tested all of these races to make sure that they'll make it on fuel, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So let's see. Jordan Navarro is going to come across now. Does he improve? I don't know if he improved. Yeah, he did. He got a couple more spots. Nice.
Now, if Cook has any chance, he's really going to have to be brave into turn one. Matter of fact, that goes for...
Oh, no! Oof.
He's got to smell like a wing on his car. That is for sure.
I was going to say the same thing.
He likes a wingless car, you know? This man is going rogue on us.
Oh my goodness. Well, there's only there's just under 10 seconds. He's not going to be able to get another lap in. So he won't be able to complete another lap because qualifying ends right now. So the checkered flag is going to swing, and there it goes. See? So yeah, the drivers, if you can get across the start finish line before the timer goes, then you still get to finish your lap, but wasn't quite going to get there. All right, we're just waiting for the oh guys, that big building you see in the middle, the aquarium, that thing is so cool. You got to go check it out if you're ever in the area. Anyway,
Would if I could, but I'm about 2,000 miles away. So once again, Rory will lead us off. Michael Cook will start second, Stitchberry in third, and Bocas in fourth. I think that's about how they started in the last race. But this time, we'll have I can't even say his name. Dansprit in fifth, Patrick Rich in sixth, Gomez in seventh, Jordan Navarro in eighth, Rafael Rodriguez in ninth, Steven Saunders 10th, Billy J. Sigmund in 11th, and Frank Nunzio is your top 12. And I think they're getting ready to go green once again. Now we do the grid start. That caught me off guard the first two. I was ready for the warm up lap, and then they just
me too.
I'm like, okay, we're going. Yeah, it's turn one.
Let's go.
So you see that O'Shea is on the outside of turn one. Cook is now going to be on the inside of turn one. Now he does start.
Nope. Turn one is a left-hander, so Rory's going to have the inside line to turn one. It looks like it's going right. It's just the bank, but the first turn is the one that's the hard left. So it should be. You should see Rory move over to the right a little bit, I would assume. Yep, there he goes. Wow, he got a great start. Wow, Cook got a terrible start.
Yeah, he did not get a good start. O'Shea will lead him into turn one. Looks like Stitchberry's going to be in second. Bocas in third.
No whammies, no whammies.
Wide. Not a place you have to get single file extremely quick before you get to the water fountain turn. There is no way to go through there side by side, so they're going to have to work this out real quick if they have any chance at all to run down O'Shea, who has definitely been our dominant one so far.
Yep. Oh, they're starting to stay. There's a couple little too wides here and there, but there we go. 21 cars all on the track. Diving in.
Good move.
Oh, not a great place to be. Not a good place to be. Ooh, someone almost caught him. All right, on the backstretch into the. Oh, what happened to Jordan? Did he hit a wall? Uh-oh, he might have damage from that one. There's Steven Saunders. He's going to eat him up there for that seventh spot.
Jordan held strong. And Saunders got around him on the next corner. This is the place where everyone's going to have to be careful.
Yeah, that's a toughie corner right there. Looks like Jordan's staying out.
Yeah, I think maybe he got a little loose and tapped the wall with the tires, so he not too bad. Didn't break any tension arms or suspension parts.
Billy trying to get around, not making it work. Don't hit the walls. Wow, did you see how close Jordan's car was to the tires? Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa, there was somebody. Oh, that is a. Holy crap, he's stuck at the fountain. Don't move. Don't move. No, don't move. Oh, what are you doing? Get out of the way.
Move. And that was our second place. That was our second place guy. Cook has dropped all the way from second to pretty much the back.
He really needs the no square.
Oh no, Alan! I love that video. Sorry.
They are dropping like flies.
Some of them, yep.
So O'Shea, Stitchberry, Patrick Rich, Gomez, and Steven Saunders in your top 5 right now.
Let's go, Steven!
Oh my God!
Oh shit! No! Wow! I'm wondering if that's a caution or not. How many cars was that?
I don't know, but
they're all gone. Okay.
Till was not very busy in the first race, and now he is slammed. Like 8 tables just walked in and sat down and was like, we have like 10 people at each table. We need food. And he's the only cook working.
Oh my gosh. Wow. There are 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in pit lane right now. That is crazy. That went nuts. Who was caught up in that? Was it all of those guys? Billy, Jeremy, Frank?
We're going to need some replays for sure. But
yeah, we got to see what happened there.
So we
is
have
it this?
no wing here. That's Sean Vincent. We got Michael Piccanini. Oh,
There's
in
somebody
the wall there.
hit the wall.
There's 2 guys in the wall there.
Yeah, but I think that's where the problem was, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. That started out as a 2-car wreck, turned into a 5-car wreck, into another guy who slammed into the wreck. There was a lot going on right now. If you were in the back and you missed all of that,
I think it was Sean and Rodney that were the ones that were
No.
involved in that.
It was Kostek.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, Kostek was? Oh yeah, he's all the way.
Whoa. It's a crazy crash.
that was
Yeah. Oh, a lot of cars suffering through this. All right, well. Oh, there it is. Okay, so
Yeah.
it wasn't the final corner. Who's in there? Let's see. They come around the corner. There's Kostek.
Solo's
on the
going
brakes.
a little hot, and he is going to lose the back end.
And okay, Steven gets through. Does Jordan get through? No,
Nope, Jordan does
hits.
his best to
And then here
avoid.
comes a few. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Raphael and everybody.
Everyone is spinning, just trying not to hit
Oh
something.
my gosh.
No, Raphael's fine. Look, he's good. He did not hit anything.
What the heck was that?
And then
Oh, and then
there-
another one. Oh my god.
That was an attempt to spin the car around, and it didn't spin.
Yeah, that was.
We've all done that.
Wow.
We've all done that in every sim you've played. You're like, I'll just turn the wheel, hit the gas, it'll spin around real quick, and it goes dead straight into the wall. And you're like, what was that?
What was that? Wow, that changes a lot of things. Hey guys, look who's in P3.
Yeah.
Let's go, Steven!
Having the race of the day at the expense of others, but let's go, Mr. Saunders. We need him on camera.
Yeah, there he is. Where's his? Where? He's got to be like. I can't tell if he's smiling, but
Go, Steve, go.
We see you, buddy. Get that podium, baby. Let's go.
He's more nervous now than he ever has been.
Now look away.
Yeah.
Last time we did this, something happened to him. So quick, go away.
Yeah. We're not showing Steven the rest of the. Good job, Steven. We'll see you at the
We
end of
love
the
you.
race.
We'll see you at the end of the race.
We're gonna go show Rory for the rest of the race.
Yep.
He should be paying, as he only has 2 gallons of fuel. So we'll have to see how long he can stretch out that fuel.
Right. Oh, that was playing with the red line right there. Gotta watch out for those. Now let's. Oh no! Look away, Pix! Move the camera. Oh, we don't want that kind of bad vibes for us, man.
We did it last night. We didn't show the Mustangs very much. They had a great night, so we'll start showing a few others out there. It looks like we do have some retirements. Stitchberry, Solo, and Cook have all retired from the race. These are all people that started in the top 5, and now they are out of the race. That's how anything can happen in a race. I know that some guys might be mad about that, but just like last night, there was no ill will. That was just wrong place, wrong time, and coming at it in a hurry.
Well, that corner is fast. That corner is really fast, and they come around that corner. There's nowhere to go.
Well, if you see right there on the car, they can't see over. Look how small that car is to the wall. You can't see over the wall, so there's no way they saw anything until they came around that corner at full speed. Yeah. Unfortunately, the pirouettes did not sync up. Looked like Rafael Rodriguez was the only one to spin, but not hit anything.
Yeah, he got through there. He's running in the top 5. That's awesome. Michael Piccanini. I have permission to say it that way. Let's see. So there he is, up in P6. Let's go. See, it sounds terrible, but if you watch any kind of racing at all, if people get in a big accident and other drivers get up there and they get the win, nobody ever says you only got that win because we all crashed. I got the win because you crashed, because I'm better at not crashing than you. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Is like just but sometimes you just get There's just an incident you can't avoid. It's just
Austin Dill's
unavoidable.
got to steal one last night, and whether you earn
You're
it,
not
whether you
supposed to
steal
tell
it, a
me!
win is a win.
Hey, people have to watch these. Now no one's going to want to watch it. Ugh. I do, actually.
Got a big one.
Chris Kind in the chat says, anybody ordered takeout?
Yeah, I think a few guys have.
There's some guys sitting in their pits right now, and they are still sitting there. I see Steven Saunders is in the pits. Uh-oh. How did we miss that? Where did he go? He must have hit something.
We'll have to find a replay.
And Jordan was laying on the roof.
Oh, he jumped into the pits, but he tapped the wall. Doggone it!
And such a small tap does so much damage.
Jordan! Right, what? That spot train up, Pix. Let's see that from the guy behind Jordan, because I think.
Behind the green car, yeah.
So Jordan comes around the corner.
Here comes Jordan.
There's a car waiting. He's like, no, he's gonna get on the brakes. Nope, he just.
Oh, so they all three wrecked going into the corner.
Holy crap! He freaking Bo Duked it right there, man. Holy cow!
Now, if you're in VR, imagine that.
He is in VR. Do the go cockpit mode on Jordan so you can see what he sees when he comes around the corner.
This is what Jordan
everything's looking good. Boom!
And that's how fast it happens. You saw him try to dodge. He made one adjustment, and that was it. It's that fast.
And he races in VR. I wonder if he vomited after that, because there's some track limits right there for Mr. Duna. You can't go outside those red lines, so he probably got a time penalty. He's going to have to lay that back a little bit. His teammate will get a little bit closer. Actually,
at this point, I'll take a time penalty, a drive-through, anything other than hitting something.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I told all the drivers in the driver briefing that I posted, there's a wall everywhere. there's nowhere, there's not a wall for you to hit, and they're gonna have to be really careful. So, Raphael up in 4th position. Let's go. Oh man, I have for the longest time. Now Steve Saunders is coming out in 10th. It looks like, but I wanted to have him in a podium interview. I've never been able to talk to him in an after race. And could you imagine? He would have been hooting and hollering. He would have been so excited.
To see him on camera running back and forth, high stepping through the room.
Yep. I would like. I think to myself, I just want to have him in here say, you were in the podium places, so we're going to talk to you. But I don't want to ruin it. I want it to be special. The very first time it actually happens is when I hope I'm there for it. I really, really hope I'm there for it. I can't imagine I wouldn't be, since I'm supposed to be here for all of these, right?
Now, Dan Spritt had trouble early in the race. We saw him spin around, hit rear end.
Yeah, he's 27. Yeah, he's 27 seconds from 6th.
All the way back up to 7th. That crazy?
Yeah, and he's got 25 seconds worth of time to P6 with Rodney. But anything can happen. We see it over and over.
And by the way, that was the first 12 minutes of the race. So we now reached the halfway point. So here's the second half of the race.
Oh, I mean, you can drive with 3 wheels. You're going to have a harder time making those right-hand corners. Oh, wait. Oh, he was going to hit the wall, wasn't he? Again. What did he hit?
He still
I know what he hit.
Tire.
Oh, yeah, it just fell off. I think he hit that tire wall coming out right there. Yep,
right there.
He tapped that sucker, I bet.
It always wonders me. I mean, I get safety with the tires being there, but why does it have to be so wide? You know, you could take a whole row of tires out of there and give a little more room through that corner. One thing
I'll tell you why.
Nuts about the track.
It's for pace. You don't want them going as fast through that corner. He's like, what do I do?
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't just stay there.
Don't hit the wall.
that tire barrier, it was explained to me not a long time ago. A long time ago, I wondered the same question in watching the real races. And it was explained that a lot of the cars were having too much speed through that corner, which led to way too much speed down at the end of that straight.
Yep.
And so they were trying to slow the drivers down. So they cut out like 8 feet of that track by just putting tires there. And that means they had to go slower through those corners, which, you know,
and like I said, I never argue safety. I get it, but I'm a driver, so you know, I probably don't
get
like
it out of my way. Exactly. Oh,
Right.
don't hit anything. Good save, Mike.
Don't do that. Wait. Okay.
You gotta watch your map. Watch your map. Was that the leader that just went by him?
No, he's actually still holding on to 4th place.
Well, yeah, but he's
Rodriguez,
a long ways back.
Rafael Rodriguez right now, he missed the big one, the big crash. He spun, didn't hit anything, and right now running in 3rd place. Patrick Rich having a fantastic day. And
he is.
I think O'Shea, again, will be happy that he made turn 1 and then ran away from everybody before the melee started happening.
Well, Rory right now is catching up to P6, so he's about to put P6 a lap down in short order.
And Rory should be pitting soon, so he's going to need more fuel. He did start the race with 2 gallons. So we're really going to see how he's going to stretch this thing out. I think he's got it on
only
like
I can do setup per driver, right?
Right, he's playing with the fuel map,
I'll tell you what we could do. We could do a setup where he's in a GT car, and then everybody else is in F4 cars.
You might have to put him in a go-kart. I mean, it's just...
Dude, I don't think they have go-karts in this game.
We'll make one just for him.
Yeah, I don't think they have them. He'd still probably win, though. That thing would be so fast. A shifter cart on one of these? Good golly. But Patrick Rich, he's probably pretty excited. I mean, he's 14 seconds away, but he's like, I'll take a 2. Ain't nobody else has won anything but Rory. So for me, I'm winning over all the other cars, and that's all that counts.
You just have to survive the next 11 or about 11 minutes.
Now, if Patrick Rich gets a good finish here and we can get some of the, the stuff together, then we can get an American to win this thing. That'd be awesome.
It's funny because we have so many overseas drivers, they're racing, I think we said about 4, 5, 6, evening, early nighttime time. Man, getting Americans to do anything on a Saturday at noon is about impossible, especially during football season. So this is really not helping out with your sending coins abroad.
Oh, Crispin says GTC F4 delivering faster than McDonald's. Okay.
Oh, Alan hit the wall again. No rear wing.
Oh, Alan. That car looks so weird without a rear wing on it. It's like, it looks like an FF 1600, really, right? Kind of. The cockpits. That was turn 1.
Now, I've seen cars like that in real life where they don't have the wings on the front or the rear, but I think they only go like 120 miles an hour, something like that.
Yeah, the FF 1600 that they have in the sim is open wheel like that. It doesn't have the halo and it doesn't have a rear wing or front spoiler. It's just basically a cockpit and 4 wheels. Is really all it is.
It looks very brittle.
Oh! Who was that? Is that Frank? Okay, well, don't stop in the middle of the track.
Frank.
Oh, wow.
Hitting Duna. Why did...
Duna was running up in second for a while.
Duna was having a great race for a while. I don't know why he was just... Was he parked?
He was off the track, and then they...
Oh.
That's... Okay, that was misjudged by Frank. That's what happened there. Wow.
That's still getting a little busy.
Still. Well, there we go.
He is in there. He is in there watching the ticker like a stock trader right now. So O'Shea out front for a long while.
Till shared for you, Fry, just so you could get a look at it, what the Formula V and the 1600 look like. They're basically these cars without, a little different. Why are we watching Jordan in a replay? What did he do?
He's got a broken wheel.
No, it's
not a
live. He
replay.
came back. He repaired his car.
It looked like he was
came
going
back.
really slow. Oh, he was in pit lane.
Yeah.
I was
He
like,
came
why
back.
is he going so slow?
He has seen his pit, guys. I mean, I think at this point they've had lunch. They've talked about past stories. He's used the restroom a few times.
Oh, it just showed he crashed again?
Yes.
Did he just crash?
I think he did something because I saw his back wheel just wobbling. So I think that's why he went in the pits.
Oh, yeah, I think he just hit the fountain.
Maybe
all
his
right.
car
So race
wasn't
one was much
fully
better.
repaired. Yeah, I think his car wasn't fully repaired.
It may not have been. He may have just been trying to get back out
They
there.
were like, man, just circle back. All right, we got to fill the car up again. He ran out of gas sitting on pit road. So O'Shea out front, Patrick Rich in second, Rafael Rodriguez in third, and Michael Piccinini sitting up in fourth. That's probably his best run so far. Dan Spritt with a great run. Felker in sixth. Porca in seventh. Jacinto in eighth. Steven Saunders back up to ninth place. I mean, at this point, just keep the car on track and you get a top 10.
Yeah.
And Nunzio all the way up and into a top 10. He's 2 laps down.
He's in the pits right now.
No. Duna is now out of the race. So 4 of our top 5 are out of this race. The other one still leading the race by a lot.
Wait, what do you mean 4 of the top 5 are out of the race? I don't understand that.
That started the race.
Oh, started the race. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Like Solo started, I think, second or third. Stitchberry was up in the top 5 as well. Where's the other one? We're good.
Well, the ones out right now are Ewan, Stitchberry, Costech, Michael Cook, Bakos, Jeremy E. Scott, Nicholas Ruiz, Sean Vincent.
That is a laundry list of trouble.
Yep.
That is I don't think they'll be leaving a 5-star review on the track.
They might have something to say.
You know, it's funny to me that this day and age, it seems like everyone leaves a comment card. And we used to do it, the comment cards in the past as well. But if somebody wrote a bad one, we just threw it away.
Yep. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, no, not picking.
Too much heat. Too much heat, Michael. No. Boink. You know what? If you sold secondhand wings, you'd make a killing collecting them out of here. Oh, look at that. The back suspension is toast.
I'm going to set up shop right in that corner. As soon as you hit the corner, I can put a new wing on your car and you drive off.
Yep, for a fee. Like the chain guy in the snow that waits on the side of the highway for people that need to put chains on their car.
Yep.
Raphael, got to be excited. Patrick Rich looking at a second place. That's awesome. We've only got 3 minutes left.
Yeah. Just have to survive. Just survive. 2 more laps? I think it's 2 more laps.
Well, let's see. Everybody all the way up to P6 are the only ones on the lead lap. If you can believe it. Like
I can believe it. At this point, are you kidding me? This is survival at this point. This is not a race. This is just get home and don't hit nothing.
Actually, yeah, I guess when Rory goes across the line, it's going to show everybody a lap down from him. But yeah, there's.
Wow. The wall on the straightaway.
Oh, are you kidding?
No.
It's not over. It's never over. He's like wiggling it. My wheel's still there. Did you see him testing it? He's like, did I hit something?
I mean, so, you know, we see it all the time where guys think, well, he's 19 seconds up. He's probably just taking it easy and cruising, which sometimes we do. But the slower you go and the easier you take it, the more you make a mistake. So you kind of have to just keep your momentum going, and then you're still going fast and pushing hard, so you could still crash.
Yep. Now here's what's interesting. Get this. There is, if my stuff is accurate, there's only one driver with an off track.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's showing me. Are you seeing that too, Pix? Do you see all zeros for off tracks?
Yes, that's literally off tracks. You cannot go off track here, but on two corners. So incident points.
One person did.
It's incident points is another thing. I'm sure that we have over 1,000.
Yeah, there's probably a lot.
Was it Jordan that got it? Because technically he is the only one that left the track momentarily.
He does. He's the only one with an off track, actually.
Yeah, because he literally went airborne and left the track. Everyone else has just hit everything.
That's hilarious. It's true. Well, there's only a couple places that you get an off track, and it's if you go over that red line, and so only one person apparently has done that to where the sim has done it. But that's hilarious that you say that's an off track.
Hey, and guess what? Rory doesn't have the fastest lap.
Oh, you're right. Jacinto has the fastest lap. Interesting. Good. They need to. Everyone needs to take as many points as they can away from Rory. So. And, oh, white flag's out. Okay. I saw. Well, I can't ever remember his name. The flag, Barney. Barney waving the flag. I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, look what time it is. Is that Steven or is that? Okay. Rory across the finish line for the big W. 4 of 4. Clearly, this guy has some F4 experience under his belt. Good golly, he's killing it. Look at him go. Look at, he's like, I can't even wreck the car if I tried. Except right here. Nope, he holds it together. Patrick, way to go, Patrick. Look at that. Woohoo. Jordan Navarro comes home 11th. Michael Piccanini shows he's out. Steven Saunders is going to get an 8th place finish. Then now Rafael still has half the track for the last, few corners to go.
Come on, Rafael, you can do it.
And he's going to get that 3rd place. Yeah, just nice and easy, buddy. No need to push it. Just get around the corners.
You can do it.
Slow down. That's an order. Just get across the line. Like, don't ruin your.
Let's go.
Can you imagine? I mean, he'd probably still win. Sarczyk is a ways back behind him.
Yeah, I already crossed the line, but time to proceed.
There to go, Rafael. 3rd place. Let's go.
Well done, Rick.
Javarka comes home in 7th. Steven gets a top 10. And Jordan Navarro already came across, so everybody is.
And Michael Piccanini ended up out of the race.
No, I think he was just in his out lap. He still finishes in that position.
Yeah.
So,
but what a brutal race.
Now, I don't know how many of you guys, I know Pix has. I have. I'm assuming Till and Fry, you have watched a IndyCar race at this track. And there is no less action with those guys than what we saw here today. I mean, they have just as much trouble with this course as anybody, and they get paid millions of dollars to do it. So,
and especially if you wreck and flip a car, and it's a couple $1 million car. So it's not cheap when you do something like that. But yeah, this place is brutal, no doubt. We have 3 people that finished on the lead lap of a 25-minate race. This went no endurance.
That's insane. That is so crazy.
They are not going to be leaving a great review as far as the track goes, but I know there's some, we did see some great racing out there, so I'm sure everyone watching was enjoying the show.
That's for sure. Well, there's our race results, Fry. Look at that.
Yeah. So O'Shea with once again another victory. I think he's won 4 in a row now. Patrick Rich in 2nd. Rafael Rodriguez with one hell of a run coming. I think he started in the back. I don't even know anymore, but he wrecked and he comes home with the podium. That's awesome. Dan Sprit somehow in 4th place as well, Rex. Rodney Felker, great run for a top 5. Jacinto will be in 6th. Gorka in 7th, Steven Saunders in 8th. Great run. Michael Piccinini in 9th, and starting a kind of a list of a lot of people that had tons of trouble. Duna Nunzio, Jordan Navarro, Alan Leifker, Billy J. Sigmund running out your top 14, Sean Vincent 15th, Gomez in 16th, E. Scott, Stitchberry, Solo, Bacchus, and Cook, your bottom 5, who I'm pretty sure did not finish the race. And
so there were
18
18 laps, so you had to complete at least 9 laps to have points awarded to you. You have to finish 50% of the race.
And
so
Alan in 13th was our only guy that is 9 laps down. Everyone else was 11 plus.
Oof. Hey, we have people here, and we have new people. We're gonna see Rafael Rodriguez. Buddy, look at you on the podium after avoiding what was probably one of the scariest moments on the track for you. How'd it go, man?
Hi, Chris. Hi,
Hey.
Julio. Hi, everyone. Hi, Fried. So, yeah, well, kind of speechless now, very happy with my 3rd place. I knew it was going to be a chaos. The first turn in Long Beach is always like that, but, most of the drivers managed to go. But yeah, like I just tried to have a good pace, nothing crazy, try to make it to the end. So that was the strategy pretty much. There was some drivers that tried to force in the first couple laps. I let them go, and yeah, so we had that incident on lap 1, I believe, or 2. Then I luckily didn't make anything bad to my car, so I just managed. Once I saw that I was far from the top 2 and far from the one behind, I was just like, okay, I just need to make sure I'm not gonna make any mistakes, and let's go to the end. And if it's 3rd is okay, 4th is okay, it's a championship, so let's get some points. So that was pretty much the strategy today. Very happy, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, we were watching you on the last lap, and I'm just yelling at you. You couldn't hear me unless you were listening to the stream. I was yelling at you like, "Slow down! There's nobody you're chasing. Don't you dare crash on the last lap."
No, I couldn't hear anything, But that's the thing, I was just trying to keep focused and put a good lap, but nothing crazy. So. I don't know if you guys remember the story about Ayrton Senna, the Brazilian guy in Monaco. He had like 50 seconds ahead of the 2nd place, and the radio start calling him like to slow down, and that broke his concentration. He crashed. So luckily, I didn't hear anything, Chris.
Well, hey, just so you are aware, I was just noticing you didn't have any incidents from that race, huh? No incident points?
Right. Yeah. I saw that like right at the end. I was expecting at least one incident because of the 1st or 2nd lap when like 3 or 4 cars, including myself, we spun out. So, but it didn't count as any incident. So, yeah, happy for that.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I had the same in Sonoma last week. So, yeah, like it's kind of a lucky at the same time, but it's yeah.
That's awesome, man. I don't know if we've ever got to talk to you after a race before. I'm really excited to have you in here.
I think once,
that's my
right?
first interview.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I didn't see him in any of the other events on the podiums. Except he was he podiumed in the AM class a few times, but we were only interviewing the winners.
Yeah, good point.
Then,
Right.
So
yeah, I was
wow.
not even expecting to be, but once I saw the other 2 guys in the booth waiting, I said, why not? Do you get a room for the 3rd one? So yeah. Here I am.
No, that's awesome, man. That was a great race. I'm happy for you, man. Good job.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much, all you guys. Great broadcast as always. Awesome championship, and yeah, happy to be here again. I'll see you guys next week.
Happy to have you, man. For sure.
Great run, man. Great run.
All right,
Any
guys,
shout outs
take care.
before we head up to our next guy?
Well, I would say thank you for everyone watching, and all of the drivers as well. Pretty good drivers here, and can't forget about my family in Brazil. Sometimes they were watching. We have a little time difference. So my fans in Brazil, also my sponsor, which is the PDS International. It's a auto parts store, and thank you for all of the ones that are making this happening. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, man. Awesome. Oh, that was fun. I like having new people to talk to. That's like fun. That's really fun stuff. Kind of like our second place finisher, Patrick Rich. Woohoo! Buddy,
How you
nice
guys
job,
doing?
dude.
Can you hear me?
No.
Just make all right, perfect. Off to a good start. Yeah, I really honestly projected this to be a much further in the future before I be up here talking. I'd like to thank Rory. I've just been watching Rory, and I realize if you get your real hard driving out in the first lap or two, then you just get to cruise. So, thanks for that, Rory. No, I'm kidding. Just kind of it just kind of panned out. That's all. Like Raphael said, in the first lap or two, it was just kind of carnage, and after that, it was just keeping pace. Really, exactly what I think John was saying was just don't go too fast, no reason. I'm not chasing anybody. Rory was ahead of me, so everybody knows I'm not chasing anybody. He's that's a wrap. He's gonna take it if he's ahead of you. So after that, it was just driving, keeping consistent, and not hitting the wall.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that that brush those walls, and it was race ending for some of them. And you're gonna want to go back and watch the broadcast for this race, because there was quite the pile up in the second to last turn or third to last turn off the back straightaway. And wow, it was interesting. And we had one car get an off track because they were up in the air, all four wheels upside down, and they got their off track. So that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I could pretty much feel the debris hitting me from all angles in the first lap or two.
There you go.
With the new debris, we appreciate you, iRacing. Shout out to iRacing. We're now in 4D. We actually feel the race. It's pretty incredible.
Do you feel that in the wheel and pedals and whatnot? Do you feel that?
I really think I feel you do, because you can hear it kind of flicking and flacking, and I swear there's a little input coming into my, let somebody else call me wrong on that. Maybe it's just me. I like to immerse myself. I don't know, but you can definitely tell when it's hitting you, for sure. So you're going through some of it.
You know what I think they need to have? I think they need to have like the 4D kits where you can have like something that creates the smells, like different smells, and have something in front with like a little fan. And when somebody spins in front of you, it blows tire smoke like smell at you, so you can smell or race fuel. That'd be
I don't know
awesome.
about that. I'm getting a bit older in my age, so that might have me going to the hospital. I start smelling burnt stuff, I'm gonna think I have a tumor or something. That's too much for me.
Okay, so Patrick, you mentioned it, so now I'm gonna ask, how old are you?
I'm 38 years old, but I'm a single father, so it makes me feel about 58.
Whatever.
I got a 15-year-old daughter, so and
38.
she'd kill me if I didn't do this. So shout out to my daughter Madison. We watch these races together, and so she absolutely loves it. And there was a time we were watching a race, and she goes, "Does it feel cool when they call your name out?" So I figure I call her out so she can hear that. Also, I really honestly thank you guys. Like I said, bored single father over here. So what you guys provide for us to do is absolutely fantastic. I can't thank you guys enough. I feel blessed that it wasn't that long ago. You guys know that I'm pretty new, but I honestly can't even remember how I came into this. I really don't. So it's like I woke up when I was here.
Awesome. We're glad to have you. And hey, Madison, your dad got second place. Let's go, Madison.
Yeah.
Give him a big hug and a high five. Get it done. Yeah, let's go.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks a ton.
All right. Take care, Patrick. Good
You guys
job,
well.
man. All right, let's see. Who won this race? I don't remember. I don't think they've been here before. Oh, Rory O'Shea, that guy. Okay. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, stressful race, trying to keep it out of the walls, but I think nearly everyone else didn't do that. So I think
It's the race of attrition, or a race like this one. It's whoever doesn't hit something is going to finish well. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Oh, well, exactly like the two guys were saying, they maybe not used to being on the podium, but they kept it clean and they got the result. Like, and there were a lot of quick guys there who didn't even finish the race because they pushed it too hard.
Yep, that's how it works sometimes. Oy vey. Well, you had a great race. We did see, like, I saw somewhere during this race, I saw your back end get a little bit of a wiggle out of it. Were you trying to go for fastest lap bonus, or maybe it was a lack of concentration? I think it was coming out of the fountain area, but
Oh, yeah, I think I hit something on the ground or something. I went really close to the wall, and it's like I hit a drain cover or something. But I didn't even know that was a thing in iRacing. And the back of the car literally lifted off the ground, and I very nearly crashed. But I have no
Oh,
idea what it was. It was very, very weird.
I saw you leading into turn 1, wiggling your car back and forth a little bit. I'm guessing you were just testing to see if everything was still back there.
Yeah, I had no idea. I pressed the button for the crew chief to tell me if I had damage or not, and he said it was fine, but I still didn't trust it really. I took that next lap very slowly, just making sure the car was still in one piece. Like,
Well, it was. In fact, it was in such a good piece that you came home with a gigantic lead and another victory. I don't know how you felt about this track. Do you like the road courses like these ones where there are the street circuits like these ones? Are they fun for you? Do you like them?
yeah, like I think they've always a completely different challenge to especially what we're used to on air racing. I think it's maybe one of only it's only Long Beach and Detroit we have in terms of street circuits, so it's like a different world to driving at like Indianapolis or the other tracks we've gone to because it's a completely different challenge. Really, it's not about going as fast as possible. It's about keeping it out of the walls and just keeping it clean. Really, like.
Yep. And you forgot Chicago. That's one of the new street circuits as well.
Oh yeah. I've never driven Chicago. I don't even own it. So
Oh, good. So I know what track to put in next season for you to give you a little. No, just kidding. I think I'll put the centripetal. What is it called? I don't even know how to say that. The circle. See how your tires do on that one.
I definitely wouldn't race there. I don't think that would be worth it or very fun.
No, I would never do such a thing on purpose. Okay, so anyway, next week we're going to be at Watkins Glen and Laguna Seca. How are you feeling about those?
Yeah, two brilliant tracks. Like tracks I have a good bit of experience around. I guess mainly through endurance racing, especially for Watkins Glen. Like, but yeah, no, it's at least there's a lot more runoff air than we had at Long Beach, so that'll be a nice bonus.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely something that tracks I like doing a lot. So yeah.
Yep. Laguna's a fun track. There's plenty of runoff there. There's gonna be sand all over that track by the time that race is over. People are gonna be just driving around thinking that they're driving over rocks the whole race.
It's gonna be like the desert or something, especially
Yeah,
with the new debris. It's gonna be a lot that could cause problems. Like it definitely does. Definitely going over the gravel causes the track to be a little bit more slippery, so it could cause issues. Like.
Yep, it really does. Actually, I was doing some testing on there with some folks, and we purposely went through and shot dirt out onto the track and then drove around on fresh tires. And I was like, I feel like I'm racing in the rain. Like there's just so many corners when you get that gravel in there that you just don't have grip anymore. So I think that's a really cool feature for the that they added. So that'll be awesome. Congratulations again, man. Good job.
Thank you.
I didn't give you a yeah boy this time, and I figured I'm gonna let you slide for just one race. If you win again, then I'll give it to you. Okay.
You can do it if you want to. Like I feel like you want to do it.
I know, but now that you want me to want to do it, I don't want to do it. Oh no. Okay. So I think that's our cue.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Rory, for hanging out with us. Congratulations
Thanks.
again. That's going to give you quite the quite the lead. In fact, I wanted to look up and see what the standings were as far as points were concerned, and it's somewhere around double of the next person below you in points. So, yeah, you've got a sizable gap. So, keep it up, and you'll do just fine.
Thank you, Chris.
Awesome. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Cheers, lads. Bye.
Bye. All right. That was fun. Rory, lots of fun to talk to Rory, and I love listening to his accent too. I kind of like that style, that accent stuff. Well, I mean, I did a preliminary check just to see what the point distribution was, and this is not official even at all, but he's close to 132 points, and the next person is at 64. But the next few people, 64, 62, 62, 60, 59. So there's a ton for those second and third place spots in the championship that are really close. So I'm interested to see how it plays.
They're getting a little jumbled, if you will.
Yes, they are. So we'll get those things up on the the results up on the website. Sorry, folks, if you go looking for them, I will have those up on the website hopefully by this evening or tomorrow. So, wow, Long Beach. It did what Long Beach does, yeah, Fry?
Yeah, pretty much. If I can remember to click the button on my microphone. Yeah. See, I'm struggling just to hit a button over here as we're looking at the big one, which was one car tapping a wall and then 4 cars trying not to hit that one car and then other cars. And that still will right here. You got one guy on the wall and then 1, 2, 3. And
he gets around, he just spins. There's Raphael. He just misses all that.
Now he gets like 8 style points for that one, because not only when he leaves from where he is, you're going to see him come around and dodge 2 other cars and not get hit by that. Notice the green car moving right at the same time he moves.
Oh, wow.
Now here comes another car behind him.
Oh, no, that's right.
And now Raphael was that close to getting caught up in that wreck right there.
That was a race ending. Wow.
For about 4 drivers, and he was about 2 feet away maybe from losing that rear wing and probably getting his car imminently wrecked. So, man, I mean, I know from the drivers they won't like it that way, but from our standpoint, well, it was a fantastic race.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
I mean, I don't like to see cars get out of the race. I know it sucks. But just this place can always deliver. It doesn't matter what series is here.
Here we go. So booing. Oh, that was close.
That is the moment between a podium position and not finishing the race.
It was, and he did a good job.
Game of inches.
So Till, what did you think about this particular round?
Yeah, I would say we had a lot of action.
Nice. I think that is the understatement of the race right there. Till
I think Till was exhausted.
Till is like, it was a so-so race.
It was okay.
I'm Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah. He's our Kimi.
Oh boy, that's awesome. Well, folks, that's 2 races down. 4 rounds, and now next weekend we'll head to race 3, and we're gonna have rounds 1 and 2 at Watkins Glen Short. That's the part without the boot, and then we're gonna head to the beach and check out Laguna Seca there in Monterey. I actually think it's Salinas is where it's actually at, but everyone calls it Monterey. And we're gonna see what happens with these guys when they get into a track that's much slower on some of the corners and a lot tighter, and that gravel will just suck you right off the track. So be interesting to see. And then next year we're going to come back 3 more races, and we're going to hit all 6 tracks once again. Some of them will be a different configuration, just 2 of them actually. So
Sonoma, we're going to be doing a different version of the track, and Watkins Glen, we're going to do the full course. But the tracks are all going to be the same. So next weekend, they're going to get to do Watkins Glen Laguna, and when we come back, they're going to be right back here at Long Beach again. So it's round 2. Let's hope they all don't have too short of memories and they can remember what this race did to them or didn't do to them, and repeat or not repeat whatever happened to them in this race. So that'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you hang out and wait for us. Again, big shout out to our folks at simracecity.com. Thank you for your partnership. Folks, go visit them, help them to grow, check out the gear that they have. There's a lot they can help you with if you're looking at sim stuff. So thanks again to you guys out there. Later today, folks, you will get to hear myself, very little, but you're going to hear me, Tatiana, and Paul bringing round 3 in the Jag at Kyoto Driving Park for World Cup Season 7 in Gran Turismo. And it's going to be an interesting race. It's a car that people have been talking about on the in the Discord. There's going to be some tire issues, and people are going to have to manage those tires really, really well this race. So come and check it all out. That's going to be happening in 5 hours. You got 5 hours to shower, eat, do your chores, do what you got to do, and then come back and watch us for 2 hours as they take these cars flying around Kyoto Driving Park.
And I'm going to give my boss a special thanks for planning our Christmas party on this day, since it's a tire race. You know, since I'm such a tire expert.
Merry Christmas, Fry. Awesome. All right. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody. Fry, thanks for hanging out. Till, you as well,
always,
sir.
Always.
And of course, Pix, everything looked great, getting all the camera angles in there and the replays and all of the pretty shiny graphics that we get to see. It's always a pleasure to see them. I do, folks, most of the time, Pix and I talk to each other every day, if not several times a day, and he sends me the images that I get to look at. And folks, I'm telling you, if you need images or graphics or website designs or anything like that, let us know, because I swear he sends me these pictures, and after a few minutes I realize my cheeks hurt because I'm smiling so much when I look at them. Like, they're just so good. So Pix, again, man, looks beautiful, out of the park every single time.
Real quick, I do want to ask, where did my hair and my hat go? I thought we added some improvements to my.
He's trying to keep it as realistic as possible.
Yeah,
Fry, okay?
I haven't seen the deposit, so not yet.
Hey, if he could afford your deposit, he could afford hair plugs. So don't give in, Pix. Don't give in. And Eton,
wig and glue.
Eton Benezer, thank you, our executive producer, helping us out here on the back end. And of course, Origin Micro. Check them out at originmicro.com, our corporate sponsor for GT Champions. And me, Chris. Thanks everybody for showing up. We appreciate you having here. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and tell all your friends about us. And come back and watch us later this afternoon. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at McConeySetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.